What you guys, got another video here for you on how to reset web browsers to their default settings on Windows. These are going to be all of the common browsers that you use daily. So let's go ahead and start off with Microsoft Edge. So Microsoft Edge, if you want to reset back to default settings, there's a couple of options you got here. Go to the three dots, and then what you want to do is make sure you back up all of your favorites. Now, sometimes when you reset your browser, it does keep your favorites, but if you do a hard reset, it will remove them. So go over to there and click Reset Settings. And basically, once you get there, you can see Restore Settings to their defaults. There will be a message, and it will give you the information that you need to understand what's going to happen when you reset your browser. Now, this is not going to delete everything from the browser. It's just going to remove what it says there, temporary data and other stuff like that. So bear that in mind. Now, if you do want to go to the profile of that browser, what you can do is go to this PC, and then we're going to go to the C drive here. Click on this, and then from here, we're going to go to Users, go down to Users, click there, and click your main user account for your PC. Mine's called Main PC. Yours may be your name or something like that. Click on there and look for App Data. If you don't see it, it's hidden. So go up to the top and click the three dots, click Options, and in the View tab here, you should see an area that says Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives. Put the radio button in there, and you should be able to see the App Data. I've already got mine done, so I'm leaving it there. Once you're there, click on App Data, and from here, you can click on Local. Once you're in Local, you're looking for Microsoft, and then you're looking for Edge here. So look for Edge. And then you can right click and then delete the Edge folder. What this will do is force it to create a new folder for you. And this has all your data inside here and your profile. So you can see it's not letting me delete it. And that's because the browser is either running as a process. So we need to close that process down so we can basically do this. So right click on the Start button here and hit Task Manager. And then you want to look for the process for Edge, and we need to right click and end task here. So right click on that Microsoft Edge and click end task. That will end the task for Microsoft Edge, and you can try again and it will then let you remove it. Now once that's deleted, when you open up Edge again, it's going to start to rebuild the Edge profile for you and create a default profile. Let's move on to the Firefox one here, and on Firefox we're going to go up to the burger bar or three lines or whatever you want to call that menu up the top here. So basically hit this one here, and on there we're going to go down to where it says help. Click help, and then what you're looking for is more troubleshooting information. Click on this one, and inside here on the right hand side up the very top, and you will see refresh Firefox. Now, when you hit refresh Firefox, it's going to remove any extensions, themes, website permissions, modified permissions, and added search engines, DOM storage, and also security certificates, download actions, and toolbar customizations. And once it's done this, it will reset all those. It doesn't remove your bookmarks, your passwords and cookies, and personal directory or anything like that. That is a separate area that you will need to go to and remove if you want to remove that from the browser. Nowadays, they save all of this stuff for you and back it up and then move it back over, as you can see here on the list here. And with that done, that is resetting your browser for Firefox. So let's move on to Opera here, and we'll reset the Opera browser. So open up your browser, and once you're there, what we need to do here is we're going to go right up to the menu system here. So on the left hand side, we're going to go to settings, and inside here you will see give you access to the settings pane here. We want to go to advanced, and inside advanced here we're going to go all the way to the settings down the bottom of the page here. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and we should see the reset option for resetting the Opera browser here. So let's go down and extend this so you can see it. Reset settings, and there we go. We can now reset our browser settings right here. So Once you've done this, you can click on the reset settings here and it will take you to the next bit where you can reset. And if you want to reset your profile settings as well, you can do. And you can also delete the cache and all that sort of stuff from Opera Browser as well. So let's go up here and put this path in here. And this will, you can see here, settings, reset profile settings here. And this will open up this box here and it will say, this will reset your search engine to default and remove any pin tabs and reset your browser settings. Also disable any sort of extensions, clear temporary data, like cookies, your browsing history and passwords and stuff like that. So that is basically how we can set that one up by just doing that. You can also navigate to this PC here. So let's go to Explorer here, open this up and go to this PC, C drive. And inside here, what we're going to do is go to users. And again, we're going to go to the main user account and then we could look for app data again. And you can do this for all browsers. And then go local. And then what we are looking for here is Opera here. And you can see there, it's Opera software. And inside here, you'll see some cache. And there's some data inside here. And this is all the data for that browser and for that profile. And there's also another one inside the roaming area here as well for the Opera software. And you can see here, stable. And then you're looking inside here. Or look for profile or default, unless you're using a particular type of profile, which will be the name that you create that profile for. And you can remove the data like I showed you before. So let's go on and to the Vivaldi browser here. And basically all you need to do here is open it up and go over to the left-hand side. And what we're looking for is the menu system. Go up to the top, go help. And then what we're going to look for here is go down to the About page, click About, and this will give you the profile path, which is very nice. As you can see here, this is the location where the profile is. And this is the profile for your browser that you're using. And you can see it's using default as your main browser profile because you haven't created any other profiles, so it will use the default one. So go to this PC here, and we can now go to that location by right-clicking and copying it and pasting it here. And it will take you straight to that location. From here, you're looking in the default area, and this is we know where all of your data is stored. And you can see here we have cache inside here, which we can look at, and you can see there's cache inside here. And there's also some other things that you can look for there as well if that's what concerns you and you want to remove it. But mainly the cache is the area which will remove a lot of that stuff. So there you go. That is the Vivaldi browser. And all you need to do is clear out that cache area and you should be pretty much good to go at removing that data. And you can clear this out by deleting it. But if you wanted to use the reset as well, there is a reset option inside Vivaldi browser there. And I'll show you exactly how to use that as well. Now, obviously, every time you search on the internet, it will put data inside that folder there. And basically, anytime you go on the internet and visit websites, that's where it will be stored. So let me just quickly show you how to do it using the reset feature, because a lot of people like to use that as well on the Vivaldi. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to go over to here on the left-hand side at the top, go settings. Inside here, you're looking at the reset browser. So, and I think this is all the way down the bottom here. Let's have a look. There we go. It's down the bottom, reset general settings to default. And you can then go ahead and click on this one here and it will reset all that to default as well. Now, like I said, sometimes deleting the browser profile and also deleting the bookmarks and things like that, you will need to physically go in and remove those because the way browsers back that stuff up now. So you can always uninstall as well and reinstall stuff. And I'll show you that a little bit later on. So let's move on to the Brave browser here as well. And we can go ahead and go to the top right-hand side here and go down to settings. On the settings pane inside here, you'll see a bunch of options available for you. So what we're looking for is the additional settings here. Click on the additional settings and you should see reset setting. Click on this one and it will say restore settings to their original defaults. And it will reset your browser settings and Brave shortcuts, disable extensions, and delete the cookies and other temporary sites data. So you can click on this one here and it will do that for you. So that's basically the Brave browser. And if you wanted to do the profile part and go and find that, I'll show you quickly how to do that. So let's go back into this C drive here, go into users, and then we go to the account. For this is main PC, app data, and inside here we can go to local, and of course we're looking for Brave software, Brave browser, user data, and inside here you will see default, which is the default browser which is created, and you can see the cache inside here, and there's a bunch of other stuff inside here as well. So the cache is where all of that information is going to be stored right here. And again, you can remove all this like I showed you before. And it's pretty much the same for a lot of browsers. They're in all of the same area. So if you wanted to delete this, you can do. You can see I've now deleted the whole folder. And I'll just drop this down and open up some web pages. And you'll see it'll be repopulated as soon as I go onto the web and start surfing the web. It will repopulate new folders called data here. So let's go and click on a couple of these here. Doesn't really matter which ones they are. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll go back to that same location, and these data will be stored in that browser. So let's go back and open that folder up, and you can now see the cache data has been restored, and there's a load more data in here. And that's basically how that browser works. So again, that's all you're doing there is removing all that information. And if you're super paranoid, you can even delete that folder with BleachBit if that's what you want to do. Next up, the old tried and trusted Google Chrome. So I'm going to go to the three dots, then go to settings here, and then go to advanced on the left-hand side. And then down the bottom here, we need to click on reset and clean up. You can click on this one here. Click on this, and on the right-hand pane here, restore settings to their original defaults. And you've also got clean up computer as well. So basically click on any of these ones, and these will give you some options like find harmful software on here. And then you also have the option to remove all of your original settings back to default here. I'm not going to do it because I use Chrome browser, but basically this will delete all your cookies and other temporary site data. Any sort of extensions, it will disable these, and Chrome extensions as well will be put back to defaults. And that is the Chrome browser. And if you want to find where the location is, go to your C drive and then go back into users and then your user account here, and then go to app data, and then inside here, local. And then of course you're looking for Google. I was looking for Chrome there, but it's Google you're looking for. There we go. And Chrome. Inside here, you'll see user data. And again, this is all the user data for the browser. And that is all the data where it's stored. And when you delete these, they just get repopulated. Inside the default area here, you will see cache and stuff like that, where you can do the same process. It's pretty much the same, really. And that is it. That is how you can remove all that stuff and reset your browsers. Now, I've pretty much covered all the main common browsers that people use on a daily basis to surf the web. Now, of course, over the years, these settings get changed and locations get moved over the years with new updates to browsers and things like that. So I wanted to make an update video of all of these settings, because I haven't made one of these for a very long time, and I always get asked questions on our Discord server how to do things. So I thought make a video and they can just be redirected to this video. Now remember guys, you can always uninstall the browser if you want to. This will completely remove it from the computer, and then you can reinstall it if you're having issues or maybe malware's attacked it or something like that. I prefer to use Revo Uninstaller to remove any sort of browser, because it will remove all of the remnants and also all of the registry keys that are left behind, and it will remove all of these. And you can use the free Revo Uninstaller here, download this and use the portable version as well. And once you get this installed, you can open this up and basically run this and uninstall the browser of your choice. And what this will do is it will remove any traces that are left behind, and then you can go ahead and reinstall this, and hopefully this will rectify any problems. rather than routing through the actual user data and trying to fix things that way, this is probably going to be the easiest way to doing things and then reinstalling it. That's what I would suggest. People just don't like to uninstall and reinstall things because they have all their settings and bookmarks and things like that. But I can assure you this is probably going to be the best tried and trusted way. So click on the uninstall here. You can leave a restore point if you want to. And then basically I'm going to use the uninstaller here. Put it onto advanced once that's done. And then you can click on the scan button to scan any remnants that might be left behind. And you'll see how much is left behind after an uninstall. There is tons of stuff left behind. So what you want to do here is you can select all, or you can use the select all button. And you can see it's selected every item here. And then you can click on the delete button on the near select all here. So click on this one and it will delete all of these. And again, you need to select all of these again by hitting the select all and then hit the delete again and say yes here. And that will remove every part of the browser that was on that computer. And that is pretty much it. That is how you can reset all of your browsers back to default settings and remove any remnants that are left behind. If you're having any issues with your browsers, this is probably the best way of dealing with those issues. It's pretty basic stuff when you know how, but there's a lot of people that don't know how to do it and always ask that question. So I wanted to make this video and then I can refer them to it rather than keep answering the same question over and over again. Anyway, that is going to be about it for this video. That is how you can reset all web browsers to their default settings on Windows. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I really do appreciate the support. And a special shout out to Albert Hewson, Marciera, Jedi Buddhist, Phil's Computer Repair, Welsh Tony 1 and Geo Sam. I shall catch you in the next video. Bye for now.